My plan today is to do an install of these door fronts onto my Kallax unit. I'm going to attempt to do a tutorial. Hopefully you can follow me if you ever decide you want to add these to yours. I've chosen a different color because of the aesthetics of my office, the colors. I decided to put some pops of green into it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, this does fit. I was able to slide it in and close the door. I gotta work this out because I have 4 pink boxes that I want to put inside the cabinets. Over there has 2 drawers. I didn't add any more 2 drawers. I just got the 2 drawers here, like those 2 drawers there. Okay, and these open up just like that. These are just like that, as well as that down there. Oh, let me just work this out. My goodness. What I'm going to do now, that particular cabinet there is the only one that I could literally flip it over and have those openings at the bottom, and it won't affect anything. That way I can put the green drawers or openings at the top. Kind of alternate them. So as you can see, I just clean it up a little bit. And I will do that with the other ones, but you won't see me do off camera. And do a cleaning over there in that area. Oh, and assemble this thing. Of course, I've got to wipe it down. Dust, and I'm wearing my mask because I do have asthma and it gets so dusty. I just hate how dust builds up so much every day. There's so many options with this Kallax cabinets. If you want the door to flip up this way, you could do that. And this one to flip down. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see. Flip it over. Oh. Okay, so now I have these openings at the bottom, as you can see here. Thing is, I have these little stickers. I don't know if I have it on everyone, but I have these little stickers here, and I don't know. Now I need to remove these stickers and replace them at the bottom of the cabinet now. What I'm doing here is unboxing it now. It's been a while since I've done this. I think I have another video on here when I did the other inserts. Here I'm taking the little hinges and I'm going to drop them down into the hole as instructed. I'm looking at the other one to refresh my memory. But basically you push them down that hole and you screw them with the appropriate screws. That one was a little tight, so I switched places. I finally got it in, and I set it aside and forgot about it. Here, you screw these parts in to the door, the side of the Kallax. Always use the hole that is labeled A Now let me see if I can show you a close-up, because this is where it gets confusing to some people. As you can see, this is the part that I was showing at the beginning, where you seat this down into the hole. You have these. You have the screws, appropriate screws, you put them in. Now what I'm going to attempt to do here, let me get a smaller screwdriver, because let's see if I can find one I can show you. That's not going to work. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute with that. Let me see. You're going to see the holes there? I'm putting it both over the screws. So I'm inserting that screw over there. I'm inserting. Can you even see what I'm doing? Trying to get the proper position set up here. Okay. Alright. And I'm trying to put this opening in here. Now they're both in there. So I'm going to push it over. Well, that one didn't work. So I pushed it over. Okay, I push it this way. So now it's in place. There. Now you just have to take the screwdriver and tighten it. I'm going to try to do it with this one. So that one is in. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard for me to film this. So that one is locked in place. Now, I don't have the proper light set up here. Hold on one moment. They're both locked in place. I want to see if it's going to close. Now see how it's so I just have to make some adjustments. It closed, it's on. Some have to go in and just adjust, you know, adjust the tension, the screws, until you get it exactly where you want it. That's the best way I can explain it. I'm no expert videographer. I'm just trying to show you how I did it. Yeah, so it won't close. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in and fix that. Just make a little adjustment and it'll work. Hopefully that didn't confuse the heck out of you, because I confused myself just trying to explain it to you. Yeah. What I did was took the screwdriver and just turned this bottom screw to the left just a little bit, and it was able to close. Here I'm going to unbox and assemble these drawers. It's been a while since I've done them, so I have to refresh my memory on how I did it last time. So right now I'm just going to lay all my pieces out and look at the instructions. Best way to figure it out is to follow the instructions. This is the back. So you have these lined up together like this, like I'm doing. That's the best way to do it. Then you look for these which is labeled left because this is the left, this is the right. And with the wheel facing down towards me, you put it over at the bottom 2 holes. This is where you're going to put, there's a hole here, but you want to put it the 2 bottom holes right here. Line it up. And up here, same thing. There's a hole up here, but there's 2 holes here. These 2 holes is what you're going to use to screw it into the side of the Kallax unit. So you want to put it here and here. And you do the same thing over there and there. I made a mistake the first time I did this, and I finally got the hang of it. I finally got the hang of it, so now I know. And then you have the screws. They indicate the screws in the picture with the number and the size. So you know we have this size screw, if you can tell, with 2 different sizes. The tiniest one is the one you want to use here. So, one for here, one for here, one here for here, and the same thing on the other side, but we're going to do this one first. I'm going to get my little manual screwdriver instead. I think it still has a little battery juice. Yeah. And I'm going to slowly. I'll tighten it later. The battery is kind of low. Not to confuse you, I'm actually screwing to the right, clockwise, not counterclockwise, even though it looks like it on here. And if you look at the ring on my finger, it's actually on my left finger, but on here it looks like it's on the right, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay. I'm going to put it on manual screwdriver and just tighten it with my hand. The same thing up here. Okay, so this one is done. Wheel down, wheel is down. This part is at the top. Okay, and this, like I said, is what's going to screw into the side of the Kallax. These 2 holes. Alright, so let's put that one down. And we're going to work on the right side now. Okay, this is the front of the drawer. These are the sides of the drawer. You have 3 holes underneath here. Except you're going to end up using 2 holes here. Same thing on this side. What I'm going to do now, one is a dowel, one is a screw. In the big holes, I'm going to put the dowels. And since I'm working on a bouncy table, it's probably going to bounce. This here. Okay, before I do that, let's do this. Sure, I'm missing no part. Now, I have to take this screw here. Screw it into here. Same thing here. Now, I'm going to use my take too long. I'm pulling out this one very carefully. So I don't want to mess nothing up. Okay. Okay, that's in. This one is precious. Okay, he's in. Alright, that's what you're going to be looking at. Now, I'm going to take this, because this is going to be in the back. This has to be out on the side. So I'm going to take this, push it in here, and put it down on the dowel. So this hole and this hole. Not the first one, but these two. In and push it down. There you go. Same thing on this side. Make sure this is facing in. Cam lock side on the outside. Push it down, and there you go. You have it. So you have something that looks almost like a drawer. Now, before I go any further, what I'm going to do is take these cam locks, and the way you do this, I know it's hard to see because I don't have the extra camera to show you. This part needs to be straight up. When you push it in, it's going to be right over the cam. Then you're going to take your screwdriver and turn it till it locks so it won't move anymore. It's locked. That's it. It's not going anywhere. You do the same thing on this side. Make sure this is straight up. I know you can't see it, but there's a little arrow here. Straight up. Push it in here. It goes right in. Take your screwdriver, turn it clockwise, and it's locked. Now, that's it. The next step is to take, now you see these ridges here? I'm going to turn it around. This is the top of the drawer, bottom of the drawer. This is the base of the drawer. So I'm going to sit it right into the slots. Then I'm going to take this. See the slots on here? The slot needs to go in the back of here. So you get it lined up. Make sure the wood goes in like so. Oops. Slots are in. This one is being complicated. Let me make sure. This one. Oh, it's not down in there, that's why. One second. Okay. This one did not want to go in the slot. We'll try this again. And hopefully it works this time. Okay, that's it. It's in. It's supposed to look something like that. And you're going to see this part sticking out in the back. But you'll see why in a little bit. So now what you're going to do is take your plastic screws, which is this thing. Put it into this hole here. And what's going to happen, I'm going to hold that, I'm going to have to hammer that. Now it's getting ready to get bouncy because I'm doing it on this table. Oops. Wait a minute. Move that. Keep tapping it with your mallet or hammer until it's in. I'll come back and do that. I'm going to do the other side. Take the plastic screw, put it in here. And since I don't have a hard surface, I'm going to try to do it here where you can see me pound this thing in. See it falling apart because let's do it like this. I need a flat surface, but this will do. And the same thing here. Let's pound it in. Okay, the drawer is in. Zip, drawer down. See? Bottom of drawer, back of drawer. I hope this makes sense, but if you look at the instructions and look at what I'm doing, it might make sense. Alright, the next step is to put the little guides on the bottom of the drawer, which will go on the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over like so, like this, so, and hope that it works. These two things. Now, these wheels have to be in the back. So, like this. This part needs to be flat on top of here, and you'll see because it lines up with the holes. But this is the back of the drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and screw that in with these little fat screws here. Yeah. So I'm going to take my power screwdriver because I do not like to waste a lot of time screwing. Oops. My arm gets tired. And we're going to, that one is in. Another screw. Oops. Okay. That one's in. And it looks like this. The back of the drawer, so you see, I'm going to tighten that when I'm done. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. And there you have it. So it fits. I just replaced it with these two drawers with that. Like I said, I'm going to move these drawers on the other side, but of course I have to put the insert in, which requires me getting down on the ground trying to assemble that, which is not going to be easy. Okay. Ooh, I need to touch up paint back there. I'll have to pull it out one day and get back there and touch it up. When I decide to do the ceiling, I'll do that. Because I plan on drenching the ceiling in the same color. I put the back piece in the slots and then carefully slid it into the cubby and push it back as far as the lines that I drew Stop right there. I drew lines right here and here. So that is exactly where I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to screw it in to here, here, and here. I was able to get it in. I had to adjust that screwdriver, but it's in, it's lined up the best I can with the line. So now I'm going to try and insert the drawer in. Hope it works. And it works. A little tight there, and I wonder why. Main thing, it works. That's all that matters. Okay. I'm not fussing with this thing anymore. I'm tired. Taking a hot shower. And there it is. This is what we're looking at. As you can see that I did switch out the drawers. I moved this, the white ones that was here, over to here, and the new one that would have been there over to here. And it kind of balances everything out, because my original plan when I ordered these green ones was just to fill in these 4 cubby holes. And when I say these 4, this was up here. What I did was flip this cabinet over and put the openings down here at the bottom. That was the only one I could do it with. It wouldn't have worked with any other one, because you see the drawers are here. That wouldn't have worked. And it wouldn't have worked here either. So this was the only one. So I had to pull this out, flip it, and put the inserts up here. And now everything balanced out. Each Kallax unit has a part of the green in it. So this has green, green, and green. Now my next task is to go through each one of these and organize it. I have tools in here where I can access my tools without having to go into the garage. But I think what I'm going to do is take that out. Use this particular stuff. I can't talk. I'm so tired, y'all. Whew. Anyway, I'm going to use this particular section here for office-related items. As you can see, I have paper and envelopes, and all this will be office stuff. And over here will be other things. I'm going to put the tools. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, if it made any sense to you. I tried to explain the best that I could without confusing you. And of course, I do not want to come on camera because I'm a hot mess. And I've got to clean up this room. But anyway, like I said, I'm tired. I got to take a hot shower. And then next week, one day, I'll go through these cabinets, clean them out, and reorganize them and get rid of stuff that's just unnecessary. All right, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, or whatever it was. And I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. For my silent watchers, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm just a little bitty small channel out here just trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye.